Hello my friends and welcome to my 2-year skating anniversary. We're going to be looking at before and afters of all of my major skills, starting with my basic upright spin. My skating education, I would say, has been a little bit strange. For my first few months I took group lessons, and because I tend to hold myself with a lot of confidence, instructors would assume that I knew more than I did and would teach me things that I was not ready for. So the very first way that I was taught to do spins was starting from backwards crossovers. And to this day, my spins still suffer because I was never really taught to do them properly. I just had to figure them out from trial and error. Now, I do not know what skating demon possessed me the day I filmed this, because this is probably the best spin day I have ever had. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know them. Who are they? It doesn't help that after my third month of skating, I moved to an area that had very minimal figure skating, so since then, a large majority of my skating has been self-taught. Sit spins are actually something that I was taught by a coach, but in hindsight, now that I understand how a sit spin works, I would not personally choose to teach them the way that I was taught to do them. The way that I was taught to do a sit spin was to go into an upright spin and then sit down, which I now know is the opposite of the way that most people are taught to do them. It has taken me a long time to learn to stay down in my entrance for my sit spin. I think sit spins are one of my better spins. I do need to get down lower and keep my hands lower. They're like pretty high at my face right now, but I'm pretty proud of them. I wasn't actually sure that I could do a stork spin. I just randomly decided to give it a go because my spins were feeling so good this day. So it was a nice little surprise to find out that I can. Side laybacks are something that I just think are so beautiful and I want so badly to be good at them. I am, however, not good at them. Yet. I just kind of started working on these, so I only have this one video, but maybe they'll be good someday. Now, for some reason, my camel spins actually started out pretty good, and then I lost them, and now, like, I can kind of do them sometimes. I've recently been trying a different position with my camel where I position my torso sideways instead of flat towards the ground. I don't know, honestly, I'm not super sold on it yet. I might go back to the way I was doing it before. What do you guys think? Is it cute? Is it not? I don't know, let me know. Backspins are probably the first skill that I really had to put extra effort into learning. Honestly, they look pretty good in that first video, but that was after weeks of trying to get them to work, and for the rate that I was progressing at the beginning then, that felt like ages. Backspins still come and go. I'll just have chunks of time when I can't really do them at all, and then they'll randomly come back and I'll be like, wow, I can't believe I ever forgot how to do this. Okay, I may have gotten a little overconfident here because I thought I could put my hands up, and it turns out I couldn't. It was a little too fast and scary. Back sits are not my strongest skill by any means. In fact, they're not even really sits yet. I'm kind of just bending my knee a little bit. And most of the time, they just don't work. Sometimes they do, but mostly they don't. Like, low-key, why is the first time that I tried them better than they are now? We know her, we love her, the waltz jump. Baby Marshall was doing a decent job, but let's go over what's improved. First of all, I am no longer kicking my butt, my knees go in front of me now. They're much bigger, they're longer, my check positions before and after are clearly much more confident. Not much else to say about them, honestly, it's just a waltz. Oh, how I hate you, toe loop. I am so glad I finally mostly have you figured out because you were my arch nemesis for the last 2 years. Really, the main thing I had to figure out with my toe loop was the timing of how my feet come together. The draw and takeoff now happen smoothly together instead of one after the other, and it makes the jump feel and look so much more natural. Salchow is similarly hated by me, but in a different way, whereas with the toe loop, it was the timing that I had to figure out. With my Salchow, I feel like I'm just constantly fighting against my edges and making it not turn into just like a spinny mess. Honestly, I still hate how these look, but I can't deny they look better. I could not, for the life of me, find an old loop video, so you just get this cute kind of recent one, sorry. I still love my loop. I need to stop yanking my shoulders around to initiate the jump. And I've kind of been like slipping off my edge lately, I don't really know what that's about. Now this flip video is not my first flip by any means, but I thought this video was notable because it was the first time that I felt like I was doing a really big jump. Like, I captioned this, "I feel like I'm flying," when I posted it on Instagram. Since then, my flips have only gotten bigger. I have a lot more speed going into them now. And it helps that my air position doesn't look absolutely insane anymore. I still have a little bit of crazy leg stuff going on, but so much better. I did unfortunately forget to film my LUTs, so we're just gonna skip over that, sorry. Here is one of my first ever axle attempts, which it's just so sweet that I thought I was ready to be attempting that. However, I am fueled by delusion. Did that delusion lead me to land my axle within 2 years of learning to skate? Yes, actually, somehow it did. Here is the first one that I ever caught on camera the day they started working. Now these are far from consistent. Oftentimes I will land in the center of my blade instead of my toe pick. This was actually the main thing that I had to fix to get me to land it for the first time. Sometimes, because I'm not used to how long I'm supposed to be in the air, I'll get caught off guard by the landing and then I'll reflexively put my other foot down even when it's not necessary. And then sometimes I'll plain old just under-rotate it. It's probably worth mentioning that right on the weekend of my 2-year anniversary, I actually participated in my first competition. I think I might post a video of that program. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. And that's what I learned in 2 years of figure skating. Obviously, I can't include literally everything I worked on, but these are my major skills. I hope this can serve as a little bit of motivation for you if you're someone who wants to become an adult skater. It is not too late for you to learn to jump and spin, even if you are an adult. Skating has been probably the most fun and fulfilling thing I have ever done in my life, and I am so glad that I decided to take a chance and go to that first day. If you're curious about all of the in-between moments and what my day-to-day looks like on the rink, you can check out my Instagram at Marshall Spins. I post pretty regularly on there, so you can see all of my silly falls and all the fun stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And hey, this voiceover is actually being recorded a full year after those 2-year clips were filmed, so my 3-year video should be coming out fairly soon. So stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how much I've progressed in 3 years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.